Hi, folks. I want to encourage you to go and read and study the life of Theodor Zahn. He was a New Testament scholar, and he's been neglected in these modern times. But he was born on 10th of October 1838 and died March 1933. He was a German Protestant theologian, a biblical scholar, and he was nominated the Nobel Prize in Literature 3 times. Zahn was born in Moors of Rhineland, Prussia, now Germany. After studying at Basel, Erlangen, and Berlin, he became professor of theology in the University of Göttingen in 1871. He filled a similar chair at Kiel in 1877, and at Erlangen in 1878, and at Leipzig 1888, and in 1892 returned to Erlangen. He was distinguished for his eminent scholarship, especially in connection with the New Testament canon. He stood at the head of the conservative New Testament scholarship of his time. He was nominated for the Nobel Prize of Literature in 1902, 1904, 1908. Theologically, Zahn was conservative and approached New Testament theology from the perspective of a theological emphasis, which was from what he called salvation history. Now, so this is Zahn here. You can see Theodor Zahn here. That's his face. And you can get his sermons. I'll just get his sermons. So you can get Bread and Salt. That's his sermons, some of his sermons. So I'll put a link here. Bread and Salt by Theodor Zahn. You can get it on archive.org. Have a read of his sermons. And also you can get his introduction to the New Testament. So I'll just get that for you. So here you can get it on Internet Archive. So I'll just show you how that comes up. So you can get it on Internet Archive. It's a 3-volume work, and I would encourage everybody who's into apologetics, who's into any kind of New Testament scholarship, any time of apologetic, anybody who's into apologetics, anybody who wants to really study the Bible in depth, I'd encourage you to get hold of Theodor Zahn's 3-volume work on an introduction to the New Testament. I'm just waiting for it to come up. It's on Internet Archive, and this one's volume 3, but I'm just waiting for it to come up. As again, this is the map. Yeah. Excuse me. No, it's not coming up. But this is one of the links here. My internet's slow. I don't know why. I've got good internet these days. So here's the link there. That's volume 3, but you can get volume 1 and 2 at archive.org. And basically, he was a conservative scholar, and he did a lot of work on church fathers, and his work's very, very helpful, very important, and he's often neglected in New Testament scholarship. He's often neglected by evangelicals and Reformed people. So he needs to be rehabilitated. People need to go and read him. People need to go and study him. It needs to be pushed out more in the academic world, and it needs to be brought back into the evangelical and Reformed world in his scholarship, because it's very helpful and timely even today in a lot of what he says. So I'll leave that with you. His magnum opus, his 3-volume history of the New Testament, is quite something. I'd encourage you to go and read it. So God bless you, and love to everybody out there.